Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 117. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just saw Blue Beetle. It is the latest release from DC Studios. Whether it is a part of... It's as much a part of the DCEU as Shazam is. So take that for what you will. It stars Zolo Mariduena, George Lopez, Elpida Carrillo, Susan Sarandon, Raul Max Trulia. It's directed by Angel Manuel Soto. And you got Jaime Reyes, college graduate, just looking for work. And then something attaches to him that gives him powers. But the way that he got it, it's like people looking for it. So there you go. I mean, it's a new comic book movie, man. I love Cobra Kai. Zolo Mariduena gives the best performance in this movie. Like, he's great as Miguel in Cobra Kai. He's great as Jaime Reyes. He honestly gives the most grounded performance, honestly, because you either got family member George Lopez hamming it up. One of the actresses, I can't remember her name, plays his sister. She's funny, but the rest of the family was overkill. Susan Sarandon just doesn't scream to me like evil corporate white person, world domination. It felt very CW. The movie itself feels like Venom meets Spider-Man Homecoming with a dash of Shazam sprinkled in, because the family is all over this story. And then he's basically a kid. I know Billy Batson is 15 when he gets the powers of Shazam. Jaime Reyes is fresh out of college. Dude, and it's just in a post-Flash DC world with no direction, there is a mid-credit scene that could potentially be very cool, but knowing DC, they'll never acknowledge it again. And there's a post-credit scene. I said mid-credits is cool. Post-credit scene is stupid. It's there for a laugh. It's the Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant playing the drums, Spider-Man Homecoming. So, you stayed till the very end and expected whatever Captain America said at the end of that. That was better than this. This movie's just a mixed bag. It's a lot of cool stuff visually with the suit. Becky G is the voice lady. So, Yellow Power Ranger. I know she be singing, but as far as movies, all I know her from is Power Rangers. She's the voice of the Blue Beetle Scarab suit. She's like Jarvis. It's every major sequence, I feel like this movie borrowed from another comic book movie. I want to say, at the end of the day, I don't know if this movie's better than Green Lantern. I don't hate Green Lantern. Green Lantern had a lame villain. This kind of has a lame villain. There's good, the third act. Overall, the third act was whack. But the second half of the third act has a good Blue Beetle fight. And there's 2 action sequences with Blue Beetle in a 2-hour movie. So this is an origin story. So origin stories don't give you that many fight scenes. But yeah, it's a lot of the major plot points are very cliche, very cookie cutter. Great lead performance. In whatever capacity Zolo Mariduena comes back and plays this character, I don't think this movie's gonna matter. So it's cool that Blue Beetle got a movie. Representation is dope. It's cool that Hispanic culture finally got a superhero led movie. But if he comes back in Superman Legacy, I just don't see how they're gonna, like, Superman Legacy is James Gunn's first movie in his rebooted DC universe, but Blue Beetle's the first character. Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, just like, if this movie got a sequel, the potential is there for it to be incredible. But to me, this movie is just a mixed bag. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff visually, and there's a lot of lame stuff, man. But, like, that's just what DC has done lately. I don't think this was better than Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and that had a lot of cool stuff and some lame stuff. There's just, for like the fifth time, repeating myself, man. There's some good, there's some bad, there's some cool, there's some lame, there's some fun, there's some cringe. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, Blue Beetle is almost dope. Have you seen Blue Beetle, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I've recently, literally, just put up a review for Strays. Gran Turismo got moved, so I didn't watch anything last weekend. There's a Meg review. There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review on my channel. Check those out. Next weekend, I'll watch Gran Turismo. Hopes aren't high. And first weekend in September, Equalizer 3 is a definite. And I hope my theater gets Bottoms, because that looks hilarious. Rec League Podcast. Missed an episode, technical glitches. So I still wanna do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode. Be on the lookout for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.